Alright, YouTube land, we're back with another video. Today we've got a Anytone 6666 sent in by Nick. Nick sent this radio in, wanted us to perform the works, check it out for him, perform the works on it, give it a good alignment, receive, transmit, both. And he wanted his echo adjusted, as these radios have the only echo adjustments on the inside. So that's what we've done. Got it hooked up here to the Marconi. I'm going to sign that test, receive test. We're taking it down. About negative 106. I had to turn the automatic squelch off. And the signal's falling out about negative 120. So I'm going to switch to the transmit side now. We'll engage this. No, we got it engaged here. Anyway, looking good. Got a little bit of the second in there. Let's go down to 50 megahertz. Looking good. 200 kilohertz. Looking good. Looking good all the way around. Doing us a good job. Good and clean. 300. No, that's 300 kilohertz. I'm looking for megahertz. We'll start at 200. Yeah, just a little bit of the second in there. That's pretty normal. I mean, not pretty normal, that is normal. Up to 300. And every time you go bigger, it moves forward. So, doing us a good job, no doubt about it. So, looking good. Producing a little over 50 watts PEP of power. So, doing us a good job. Alright, so we're going to disconnect all this. We're going to hook up the microphone like we always do and do our thing. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, we've got this set up, about 14 watts carrier all the way up. We'll listen to it here. Hello, radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio 1, 2. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio check. Hello. Alright, so we done that. So let's turn the variable power all the way down. All the way down, I got you about a watt. We'll listen to it from a watt carrier. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio check. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio check, check. Radio sounds excellent. So, all right, Nick, this concludes the tune-up and alignment of your Anytone 6666. We'll be back with your Stryker SR 447 HPC2 here shortly. Be right back. Okay, so we're back with the 447 HPC2, and we got a mic hooked up. We're going to go ahead and listen to it. Listen through the Cobra 29. Hello, radio, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio 1, 2. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio, check, check. Okay, so you know, Nick, variable all the way up is 10 watts. Okay. The variable all the way down is about 1.5 watts, and that's where it dialed in at. Try to go any lower than that, and it wants to cut out. The circuit cuts out. So that's where that's at. We'll turn that all the way down. Let me hear it all the way down. Hello, radio check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio check, check. Stryker SR 447 HPC2 on low power. Audio 1, 2. Alright. Go to high power. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio 1, 2. Sounding good. Alright, Nick. So this concludes the tune-up report and alignment report with the works on this Stryker 447 HPC2 compact radio. I do want to show you guys one thing I do like about these little radios is when you key up, the channel selector indicator right here, get my finger in there, you know, showing channel 20 right now, but when you key up, that becomes SWR meter, shows your SWRs. And of course we're 1.0 here on the bench, but definitely like that feature with this radio. Definitely makes it easy to set SWRs on your antenna, you know, especially if you're using a brand new antenna like say a Predator 10K or something. Now Cal, the guy that makes Cowtown Predator 10K antennas, he gives you an extra long stinger, so you're going to end up cutting some of that stinger off. So what I tell everybody, especially if you got a radio like this, it's real easy. You just go down to like the B band. Let's see where we're at real quick. 26495. 26495 is where we are right there. And you can check your SWRs. Now, of course, when you first put an antenna like a Predator 10K on your truck, or anything adjustable, Wilson 2000, the Stryker antennas, anything adjustable, you're going to have to start on the low bands, guys. You're going to have to start on the low bands on these radios. If you don't have an SWR analyzer, you can put your radio, and I've been wanting to cover this for a while, so you're going to put the radio on low power. Turn it all the way down, okay? As long as it turns down and still has a value like 1 or 2 watts to be safe. Okay, because the worst thing you want to be doing is keying a brand new radio into a high SWR. So first you got to find out where your antenna is going to be flat at. Okay, brand new out of the box, that Predator 10K is going to tune somewhere. It may not be tuned on the CB band, but if you have proper RF grounding, and what I mean by that is not grounding to the frame. That's the biggest myth there ever was. Grounding to a frame is DC ground. It is not RF ground. So if you have proper RF grounding, meaning the mount that your antenna is mounted on, the mount itself is grounded and can see the cab, metal of the cab of the truck, your coax shield, which screws into the bottom of that. Let me get over here where you see it. See, this coax shield screws in, so this is grounded to my service monitor here. Same thing goes with the deal. That makes a ground. The part that screws on, that makes the ground. The part of the PL259, that makes the ground from the radio. That connects the ground to your antenna. Not grounding your antenna, but the mount. The mount that your antenna is grounded down. Now, most trucks that have mirror mount brackets, what I found is if you go to the bottom leg of that mirror mount bracket and run you an 8-gauge wire to the door jamb, you'll get sufficient counterpoise off the truck. Where your SWRs will set 1.0, flat SWR. Now, one way you know that you do not have proper RF grounding is if you are going down through these bands and everywhere you check, you can't get below 1.5, is about as low as you get, you know you don't have proper RF grounding. If you have proper counterpoise and RF grounding, you will always be able to achieve a 1.1. Grounding to the frame does nothing, guys. The frame cannot see that antenna. Your antenna cannot see the frame. Unless your bracket was mounted to the frame, of course, that's not going to work because then you would have the cab and everything around it that would be reflecting off of it. So it's very important that you guys understand the difference between, and you can Google it on YouTube, there's several videos, between RF ground and DC ground. DC ground is what your battery has. Your battery provides 12 volts, but if you just hook the hot up to the truck and don't hook the negative part of the battery up, you wouldn't have power. So you ground the battery, is grounded to normally the frame, which is grounded to the engine block and everything else. That gives you DC ground. That does not give you RF ground. Okay? Grounding to the frame when trying to set your SWRs does absolutely nothing for you. That is the biggest, that's the worst advice anybody can give. You want your body panels to be grounded. The cab of your truck, the metal of your truck, you're getting a ground plane. The antenna has to have enough surface area to work against. Because a quarter wave antenna is only half an antenna. You're missing the radio. So a lot of you guys always have questions about that. But you can use one of these Stryker SR 447 HP C2s. Turn it down on low. Any kind of 10 meter radio, just turn your RF power all the way down. I wouldn't advise doing it with a high power radio if your SWRs are high. If not, find you a good Cobra 29, keep it in your deal. Use a Cobra 29 to set your SWRs with. But this works better because you have the frequencies. Or buy you an antenna analyzer. Or, if you're a guy that don't want to mess with it, just pay a shop to do it. That'd be a good way to do it too, if you can find a reputable shop that understands what's going on. So, all right, guys, you have a good one. I got to get out of here. Nick, I'm gonna get all this stuff boxed up for you and get it back to you. You 2 radios. I appreciate your business, bud, as always. So y'all be safe, be careful, be kind. We're gonna get out of here. We'll catch you next time. I'm going.